Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Very good. So what I'm going to do and what we did so far, just to kind of summarize, is we it was a nightmare with Medicare.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Social Security. I mean, you've been trying this since August, and so we have to do a little bit of a loophole situation. But I told you I think we got it all figured out, so that's good. But you got your Medicare supplement in the mail already, right? You have that. You got your cards there,
Right.
and then you got your Medicare card also, right?
Right.
Okay. So what's going to happen is, God forbid, you had to go use your insurance. You're going to show them your red, white, and blue Medicare card with both A and B on there, that new one that they sent you, and then you're going to show them your Medicare supplement.
Okay.
And that's going to take care of the majority of your bills, right? So depending on what's approved and so on and so forth, which you know how that goes. But then as far as the drug plan, that's a completely separate company, and the way that the drug plans work is it's all based on the medications that you take. And so there's quite a few different plans to choose from, and we make sure that we choose the plan that covers all your medications. Now, if, let's say, in the future, your doctor prescribes you a whole bunch of new medications for you to be on, well, every single year between October 15th and December 7th, we would shop your plan to make sure that you're in the plan that has the best co-pays available. And so then what will happen is you'll have three cards. You'll have your 80% with Medicare, your 20% with the supplement, and then you'll have a drug card you'll use at the pharmacy. The good news is once you show it to them one time, they should keep it on file, so you won't have to really show it again unless we change something with your coverage. Then we'll, you'll have to show them the new card. But as of right now, you show them one time and you should be good.
Okay.
Any questions so far before we continue?
Nah, I think everything's kosher.
Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all your medications into the system, and then it's going to come back with the different plans that are available to you.
Okay.
How many medications are you on?
Well, I'm on 2 inhalers and 4 other medications.
Okay.
I mean, I'm on baby aspirin, but I don't even claim that,
Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. Okay, give me just a second. Let me pull this up. James, okay. The quote. Okay, and then do you have all your medications in front of you?
I'm looking at them right now.
Okay. Your zip code is...
That's correct.
All right. And again, like I said, I apologize for my voice. I sound like a dinosaur.
I'm this morning myself.
I think it was 2 or 3 days ago I lost my voice completely.
Oh, Lordy.
Excuse me. What pharmacy do you use?
Well, I was using CVS, and I switched over to Walmart, but I may go back to CVS. I don't know yet because I'm not getting my 30 days, and I was getting 90 days at the time.
So what I'll do is I can price them both with CVS and with Walmart, and then you can tell me. Then you'll know which one you should be using.
Okay.
All right. So let's see here. What is the name of the first medication?
All right, I'm going to spell it out for you.
Okay.
I know I can't pronounce it right.
Okay.
All right, CANDESARTAN.
Okay.
All right, that's one of them.
All right, and then what's the dosage?
32 milligrams a tablet.
Okay, and how often do you take it?
Once a day.
Okay. All right, what's the next one?
All right, ATORVASTATIN.
Okay.
And that's 40 milligrams.
All right.
Once a day.
Got it. Next one.
Okay, the next one is LEVOTHYROXINE, 25 milligrams.
Got it.
Once a day.
Got it. All right, next one.
Okay. AMLODIPINE, 10 milligrams.
And now is it just Vesylate after that? Does it have a word after it?
Nope, just LMLODIPINE, 10 milligram tablet, LEG.
Got it. Okay. They combined that with other medications, so I was making sure that that was the only word that was on there.
Yeah.
All right.
That's one tablet per day.
Okay.
All right. Inhaler. BEVESPI.
Okay.
And as needed.
And then do you have the 5.9 gram inhaler or the 10.7 gram inhaler?
It's 9.
What was it?
9 milligrams.
So yes, but the size of the inhaler. So there should be
The size of the inhaler.
Yeah. Because I have the dosage here, but then there's the size. So if you look anywhere in the package, it should tell you if it's the bigger one or the smaller one. There's a 5.9 gram and a 10.7 gram.
Well, let me see. I have to take this thing out and see if it'll tell me. It's 4.8, all I can see.
Yeah, so it's 9-4.8 mcg, which is the dosage, but then it has the size of the inhaler on there somewhere.
I see. I don't see it.
That's okay. I'll put the bigger one on here because that's the most common one, and I think you should be fine. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay, the next one, the ALBUTERA. ALBUTEROL.
Okay. And is that, does it say HFA after that, or does it say anything else after that?
It's got SULFATE, then HFA on it.
Got it. All right. And then what's the size of that inhaler? So
it looks like 8.5.
Got it. Okay. And then you get one of those a month, or is it just as needed?
As needed.
All right.
And here lately I've been using a good bit, and I hadn't used it in a while.
All right. Now, I just want to confirm one medication, the levothyroxine, the LEVOTHY, that one that you told me?
Right.
Is that a capsule or is it a tablet?
The tablet.
Okay. And then what was the size of the tablet?
It's 25.
25 mcg,
nope.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So it's a tablet. Okay, I accidentally pressed the capsule one. All right. And then, so any others?
No.
All right.
Did you get my message yesterday about calling that number? Because that lady said you needed to call her because she couldn't understand what form that I need to fill out.
Yeah, I did. I haven't had a chance. Like I told you, I've been getting ready to go out of town. I'm going to call her first thing next week. I have it on my schedule.
Okay. I didn't know if you had gotten the message. I just wanted to make sure.
I did. Thank you. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the different medications, and I'm going to go over the plan and the recommended plan from Medicare and what the cost of the prescriptions would be, as well as the plan price and all that good stuff. So the way the Part D plans work, and so this is what I want to go over first, is just how they work. And I'm going to try, it's very complicated, but I'm going to try to simplify it as best as I can because sometimes I can even confuse myself with it. So there's every company has a deductible. Now, that deductible, the way it works with most companies, including WellCare, so the one that we're looking at, which is the WellCare, it has a $480 deductible. So what a deductible is, as you know, is you first have to pay $480 out of pocket before you get any kind of coverage, right? That's usually how it works. Yeah. Medicare has that $200-something deductible. It's kind of the same thing. However, the medications are broken down into tiers, Tier 1 and Tier 2. And so the Tier 1, the medications are broken down into 5 tiers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, Tier 1 and Tier 2 with WellCare, you don't have to meet a deductible. And so your medications, some of them are Tier 1 and Tier 2, and some of them are Tier 3. And so the Tier 3 medications, you would have to meet a deductible on. So let me look here. I'll tell you which ones. The Candesartan is a Tier 3. The albuterol is a Tier 3. And the Bevespi is a Tier 3. So those three, you would have to meet a deductible of that $480, and then your price drops down to $42 for those medications.
Okay. All right.
So basically, what it would mean is, in the first month that you go use it, you're going to have to pay almost $500. That's the co-pays and the deductibles, right? But then the next month, and I'm assuming, so we're assuming that this is a monthly. You're doing this monthly instead of every quarter, right? So
right.
If you do it every quarter, obviously you just multiply by 3, and that's how it works. But the point is this. That first month, you're going to pay higher, so it's going to be about $500 for all your medications that first month, which includes the deductible and the co-pays. Now, the second month, your price drops down, and it's only $126 for your medications. The three, the Candesartan, the albuterol, and the Bevespi, they're $42 each. And that albuterol, unfortunately, is a pretty expensive medication.
Okay.
And so then what you're going to do is you're going to pay $42 for the remainder of the year until you hit what's called the donut hole. And this is where it gets a little bit complicated. In the donut hole, the cost of your medications go up. But the good news is you don't reach your donut hole until almost December. So really, you're going to have a pretty good price for all your medications until about December.
Okay.
And then that Bevespi goes up to $109 instead of the $42.
Okay.
But the Candesartan and the albuterol in the donut hole goes down to $11 and $14. So you win some, you lose some.
As always.
Yep. Now, let me explain how the donut hole works real quick, and then it's something for you to consider as far as your coverage goes. So your picture like a donut, right? We all love donuts. You have your bread portion, then you have your hole where there's no bread, and then you have your bread again, right? So if you're picturing a donut drawn on a piece of paper, you got bread, no bread, and bread, which is what it looks like. So the first part, which is your bread, right, of the donut hole, that's your initial coverage. That's your co-pays and so on and so forth. But then in the donut hole, the reason why the cost of the medications go up is because you pay a higher, instead of paying a co-pay, you pay a percentage of the medication. And so I think it's right around 35%, which is why the cost of that medication goes up, because you're in what's called the coverage gap, also known as the donut hole. And then once you're out of the donut hole, then you have more coverage. So what you have to be very careful about in the donut hole is, and thankfully the Candesartan and the albuterol go down in price because 35% of the cost of the medication is actually cheaper than the copay. But the Bevespi, as you notice, goes up in price because 35% of that one is more because the cost of that medication is more. Where we've seen a lot of people get in trouble is on the tier 4 and tier 5 medications, where it's $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 per refill. Where you pay 35% of that, they can get very, very expensive, $300, $400, $500, $600 a pop. Where we see the most expensive medications is when it comes to cancer. So if somebody gets diagnosed with cancer, obviously Medicare Part A and Part B pays for the majority of it. But if they prescribe you prescriptions, let's say like anti-nausea pills, or maybe hair loss pills, or whatever pills, right, that go
Right.
along with the cancer, those are very, very, very expensive. And so what most people do is they pick up some additional cancer benefits to help pay in the event if somebody gets diagnosed with cancer, of those really, really expensive medications, so that way when you're in the donut hole, you have some additional benefits to help pay for that stuff. So let me ask you this. Do you have any room in your budget, maybe like $20, $25 a month more, where we can add some additional benefits to that?
As of right now, no.
Okay. So that's something to consider in the future. Right now, because you're younger, obviously the price is better, so the price is definitely a little bit more expensive. But you could get a, one second. So you could get a, what's the word I'm looking for? So it's a $10,000 policy for about $25 a month. But for about $10, $15 a month, you could get about a $5,000 policy if that's what you wanted to. So there is some flexibility in the price depending on how much coverage you want. But that is definitely something for you to consider. So just remember, in the future, just because, I'm your agent, I'm the one that represents you, if something comes up where your medications are more expensive, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, hey, do you have any of those additional benefits?
Okay.
That can help to pay for that stuff. So at least a $5,000 policy, which is about $10, $15 a month, is maybe something a little bit better as far as pricing goes. But I'd highly consider that because the price of this drug plan is only $13 a month. So it's very, very inexpensive. But like I said, if you have any room in your budget for about $10, $15 a month, you can add $5,000 extra benefits to your cancer benefits.
We could probably go something like that, and then you'll start getting in my beer drinking money.
Well, I mean, if you can sacrifice a few beers,
yeah.
I will tell you right now, I've never had a single person complain to me that they had additional benefits when they needed them.
Well, let's go with about the 15 right now then.
Okay. So I'll do that. Now, as far as this drug plan goes, I'm going to go ahead and apply this for you, so that way it'll start the 1st of next month, so May 1st, just because we're already in the 1st of April, so I can't do it for this month. How are you on your prescriptions?
I'm good to May the 1st.
You are? Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this filled out. I have all your information because I have it from your previous application that we did. And then I'm going to set up that cancer plan also, so you'll get some more stuff in the mail. There will be a couple other questions that I'm going to need to ask you, but I know your daughter helps you with some of that stuff, so you said that she's working until about 6:30?
Right.
Now, does she live with you? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, does she work Saturdays or Sundays?
No.
So I will have some time tomorrow, because tonight I told you I'm leaving, so I'm going to be flying.
Okay.
Remember I told you I'm going to California?
Okay.
So if you have some time tomorrow, I don't know if you know what her schedule looks like.
No, I don't.
Okay. Why don't I do this? Why don't I give you a call tomorrow? I won't call too early, and then you can tell me whether or not she's available.
Okay.
Because we need to. There's a few forms that I'm going to need her help with, and I need to email that stuff to you because The application, so whenever I fill out the application, there's a online signature that you're going to have to do, and she can help you with it, but I have to send it to her email, which is what she asked us to do before.
Okay.
So I'll call you tomorrow, and we'll get everything finalized. I'll fill out the application. I'll get everything done, and then the only thing left will be just for you to sign it. And like I said, it's all electronic, so I'll send that stuff to her email, and then she can help you through it.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, not right now. Don't.
Okay. So to summarize, what we did is we did the Medicare Supplement. We did the Part A and Part B, the Medicare Supplement. Now we just did the drug plan along with those extra benefits for cancer coverage. All that, the first part's already started. The second part will start May 1st. You'll get, like before, you'll get your policy cards and documents and everything in the mail. But I'll call you tomorrow to finalize everything, and that way we can get this monkey off your back finally.
Okay.
Because I know you've been dealing with it for a while now.
Yes, I have.
Oh, my gosh. Well, hopefully you'll get to sleep better soon.
All righty.
Okay, very good. Well, I will. I'll give you a call tomorrow, and then we'll get everything else, everything finalized.
All righty.
All right. Thank you.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay. So, as you heard in the call, I talked about his drug benefits, his, of course we did the Part A and Part B earlier, and then we were waiting for his Medicare card to come in, so that way we can get his Part D started. Now, in the Part D conversation, as you noticed, I used the donut hole to bring up the example of how expensive medications could be. And really, you want to pick one or two products. I really like the cancer benefit, the 5,000 or the 10,000 cancer benefit, because it gives them some extra coverage. And as we know, the cancer medications can get really, really expensive, the ones that don't get covered by Part B. So I presented to him and say, hey, look, here's what the problem is, the donut hole. Here's what could happen. Here's what most people do. And then here's how much approximately it costs. Now, I picked the $10,000 benefit because that's what most people go with, which is between $25 and $30 a month in our area. But obviously, that was not within his budget. So then what I did is I pivoted and I said, well, why don't we work with it a little bit, because something is better than nothing at all. I mean, if you have $10, $15 a month in your budget, so it'd be about 15. And notice how I approached it, kind of like, I was on my tippy toes as I presented it, just to kind of see what he would say. I like to do it that way because I sound less threatening. But I said, hey, what about the $15 a month? And he's like, well, I guess I can do the 15. So the point is, it was option one or option two. And of course, he chose one. But if I said, hey, this is all you have, and this is all you get, you can't get anything else, it's a simple yes or no, because those are two options, yes or no. But if you say option one, option two, then he's going to choose one, and that's what happened here. So with all that being said, this one person I helped him with Part A and Part B. He got a Medicare Supplement. We just helped him with the drug plan, and then he did the dental, vision, and hearing earlier. Whenever we did the original application with the Medicare Supplement, and then now he just chose a $5,000 cancer plan, and you saw how I was able to cross-sell it. So, if you like content like this, first of all, I apologize for the way I sound. I lost my voice a couple days ago, and this is my first day, and I'm leaving for California. I got to take my grandfather to California. If you haven't seen the video on my situation with my grandfather from Ukraine, you can watch that video. But the last leg of our trip is to finally take him to California, but I needed to do this appointment because Medicare screwed up. Anyways, I digress. You get it. You've seen the conversation with him. The point is this. I was able to talk to him today finally, because the last couple of days I had no voice at all whatsoever, and this is what I sound like right now. So I've been trying to avoid doing the phone or doing videos like this, but I had to get this guy finished up because time was running out. So if you like content like this, as I was saying, I'm going to be putting out more videos where I have conversations with clients. Feel free to subscribe, to follow. If you like this video, hit the like button. It's funny because my son, he's 10, he said, Dad, I was watching a marketing video, and he said that they were saying that you shouldn't ask for people to subscribe and you shouldn't ask people to like your videos, and you'll get more subscribers and more people who will like your video. So if you're at this part of the video, I would like your opinion. If somebody says, hey, if you like it, subscribe, so on and so forth, if you are more apt to subscribe to a video if somebody asks you to, or if you're better off, if you're the type of person who would subscribe one way or the other, and probably more likely to subscribe if the person who's on the video didn't ask you to. So curious what you would think. Comment below. And I was saying, so if you do like this kind of content, I will be putting out more content, more videos out like this. If you need help generating leads, in the description below, you can see exactly how I generate leads like this one. If you need help with data, I have a data company where you can gather names and phone numbers, address, city, states, zips, all that, where you can have conversations like this with people. If, let's say, you're doing mailers or you're doing telemarketing, whatever have you, that's going to be in the description below. We help agents with virtual assistants. So if you're getting bogged down with admin work and you're tired of spinning your wheels doing admin stuff when really you should be selling, we have a solution for that as well. I appreciate your attention in this video. The video cut out a little bit. My battery died, so I apologize for that. So you won't have video for a little bit of this call, which is fine. But I really thank each and every one of you for watching my content. It motivates me every time I get a new subscriber and I get a new like to make more videos like this. And there's lots of great training on the internet when it comes to selling by phone, when it comes to Medicare sales, insurance sales. I wanted to put out something a little bit different where you get to watch actual live conversations. Because I don't know about you, when I first started doing this 13 years ago, my manager put me in his car and we drove to appointments together, and I was able to watch him present and got to hear both sides of the conversation. So that's the purpose of these videos. I'm happy to do it, and I really thank you for tuning in. Bye.